Hello guys, today we are going to be discuss about the automation. So before going to the automation, what are the tools available for the automation? So for manual testing, what is manual testing? So manual testing is nothing but human interaction. Action is nothing but the manual testing where human is going to be interacting with the web elements. We are going to be calling if we want to test any web applications, we are going to uh, performing the actions on the web element. Suppose if I want to log in, so logging to the application, I'm going to entering manually, entering the username, entering the password, and clicking on the button. So coming to the automation. So automation is a tool, I can say that. For example, if I want to work, if I want to remove a nut from the cardboard manually, I'm trying with the hand is nothing but the manual testing. I can say that in simple words. If I want to remove a nut by using some external device like screwdriver or any external device I'm using. So if I'm using with the external device, I can do the work quickly, and I can give you assurance that I can going to be completing the task very fast. So manual testing, which is going to test the application with with the human interaction. I can say that automation is a tool which is going to use different types of automations tools are available in the market. So basically, what are the tools available in the market? There are the lot of the tools which we are going to be using. So automation involved by using tools, we are going to be writing the scripts in manually. Basically, we are going to be writing the test cases here. Test cases consisting of test description, test case consisting of test description, test steps, expected result, I can say that. So whatever the test cases we having, we are going to be calling it as a test scripts. So test scripts is nothing but whatever the test cases we having, the test cases are going to be executed in one applications. We can say that we are going to be using a framework application uh, to execute whatever the test cases I have written. Uh, we are going to be executing the test cases by using automation. So this why we are using this method means if we are performing the manual testing. In manual testing, what is regression testing? We having the regression testing. Regression testing is nothing but I have tested 1 to 10 pages first. So I got a error in the 10th page. When I got a error in the 10th page, what I have to do, I have report that the error to the developer. What the developer will do, the developer will resolve that bug and he will give us. So at that time, what I have to do, re what is the definition of retesting? Testing the application again when we raise a defect, the defect is fixed. We have to start the testing from the starting onwards. So I have to start the testing from the 10th page onwards. So I will not check only that bug is fixed or not. In sanity testing, I'm going to be checking whether the bug is fixed or not. But in the regression testing, I'm going to check whether the bug is with the fixing of that bug, whether it is impacting already tested application or not. I have to do it. So if I want to perform it manually, what is the biggest problem I'm going to face it? For example, I have one tester is started testing from 1 to 10 pages. He got 10th pages. So per page he has taken 1 day. So what he has to do, the again the same tester has to start working from the first page onwards. So here what happening, whenever I'm raising the bug, I'm starting it. So I'm wasting again the 10 days of time. So there is a he can't able to work further, so he is going back and going back. So this type of problems where we are facing more in the manual. So that's why what happening in the manual, so other person has to work for that remaining work. So manpower is also required more in the manual testing. But in the automation, manpower will be very less. And in automation, the main advantages of automation here is re- reusability. Reusability is going to be happen. Reusability here, what is the reusability? For 1 to 10 pages, I will write for each page one code. So that code, whatever the code I'm using, that code I will execute it. Suppose I got a error in the 10th page, so after fixing that error in the 10th page, I got an error in the again in the 6th page. So what I can do, from 1 to 5 it will be executed successfully. The 6th page which I'm having a problem, it is going to be executed. The remaining pages also, everything is fixed, it will is going to be fixed everything. So that is the main advantages using the automation. In automations, we having the different types of automation tools are available. One is older tool is a QTP tool is there, which we have used for many years. Uh, then we having Selenium. Then we having LeanFT. Then we having Krypton. Uh, Krypton is there. Now Playwright is there. Lot of automation tools are available in the market. So in these automation tools, mostly I'm going to uh, covering the topic related to the Selenium. So first we will see the what is the difference between the QTP, which is the older tool. So QTP is a older tool which most in older days they have used for the testing. So QTP is a HP tool, which is a licensed version. So which we need to take a licensed. But coming to the Selenium, it is a free tool. It is a free tool. So what does it means? It is a free tool means we can say that Selenium is a free and open automation testing suite for testing the web-based applications, different browsers and different platform. So which it is a tool which is going to use to test different, which is going to test the web-based application, which is going to supporting the different browsers. It can be run in different browsers. It is going to be run and different platform also it is going to be run. What is mean by open source? So open source means not only freely available in not only freely available from the internet. So whatever the jars they have designed, so that jars is going to whatever the jars they have designed, that jars is going to be used. 1 minute. So suppose if I'm using Java programming, C programming language, so everyone knows the C programming language. So we have to import files. So when we import some files, which is going to supported by the only C languages, but in the Selenium, whatever the jars we have downloaded, that is going to be supported by different programming language and different operating system also. That is the one advantages. And the another open source which we having, suppose the Selenium is used to test only web based application. Suppose if I want to test the mobile application, so at that time I can't say that my tool will not work for you. So what having here, this Selenium having a plugin and add-on. So plugin is nothing but, suppose if I want to mm, connect, if I want to connect my TV, I'm having a one plugger. So at that time, what I will do, I will install a 3-pin plug so that I can connect my TV as well as my setup box. So similarly here also we having a plugin where we can connect and we can test for the mobile based applications. Suppose if I want to test the mobile based applications, I can connect a plugin called as a AppM and I can work on it. Suppose if I want to test the web desktop application, so ID tool I can use it and I can work on it. So this we having by using the Selenium. And the another advantages of Selenium, it is add-on. So add-on is nothing but if we want to extend our functionality, we can extend our functionality. S- uh, Having the official website of Selenium. Selenium Dev is a official website which we can able to see everything about Selenium. You can see it about Selenium. So Selenium history. Selenium was started in 2004 in Thought Labs by Jason, when he built the core Java module. In first, he has introduced this one as a Java test runner. Later, what he has did means, once he has introduced this one as a first, Selenium was named as a JavaScript test runner, which is a open source, but here he has faced some problems to interact with the applications. So that problem has been resolved, and he has updated the Selenium to the open source, and he has renamed as a Selenium core. So Selenium core having the four components at before 2014 it having the four components, but presently if you see here we having only three components. If you see here, we having only three components. In olden days, before 2014, we having four components. Selenium suite containing four components: ID, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, Selenium Grid. So Selenium 1 and Selenium RC, this Selenium ID, Selenium RC is going to be called as a Selenium 1, and Selenium WebDriver and Selenium Grid is going to be called as a Selenium 2. If we go back to the Selenium, which is going to be supported by the different programming languages. It is a special. If you want to know more about the Selenium, you can go through this official website and you can see all the informations related to the Selenium. What are the tools is updated, what is the upcoming advantage, and what is the versions which we are going to see in the Selenium. You can see it here. So first one is the Selenium IDE. So Selenium IDE, what it does. So Selenium IDE is the Selenium integrational tool, which is like a record and play tool. So when they have introduced this tool, which is going to use as a record and play tool, and Selenium RC is a remote control. So I can say that from 2014 onwards, this was removed, and most popularly, which we are going to be using, and which most of companies are working on the Selenium 2. Selenium 1 is the older one. I can say that presently no company is going to be working on this tool. Companies are working on the Selenium 2. In the Selenium 2, every company is working, everything is going to be done in the Selenium WebDriver only and the Selenium Grid. So these are the components which we are going to be used in the Selenium. So why we have to learn the Selenium? So in the market they we having lot of automation tools. So in this lot of automation tools, why most of companies are using Selenium? So first thing, Selenium is an open source which increase our marketable standards. It's growing the industrial standard. One of the most advantage here is the professionals with any domain can easily learn and work on this Selenium. Why? Because Selenium is going to be supporting multiple programming languages. So the person who having the knowledge on the Selenium, they can able to work on this one. Okay. And which is going to be which is an open source. So if I take the QTP, so I told you QTP is a licensed version. So we have to take the license and we have to start the work. Suppose if we have taken the license for 1 year to complete my project, but due to some issues I am not able to complete my project within the 1 year. So what I have to do, I have to make extension of my license and I have to work, but I need for 2 or 3 days. For 2 or 3 days also I have to take the license. If the license is there, I have to again connect with the team, and whoever team is there, I have to work with them, and I have to renewal my license, and I have to continue my testing process. So that is the one of the I can say that one of the disadvantages of using QTP tool. So here there is a no license in the Selenium, so it is a freely downloaded. So the company is not going to waste investing money on for the license. So there is a not necessary to invest money. Okay, and another thing where if we work with the QTP, it is going to support only Windows environment. Suppose my client is using the Mac environment, so which I can't able to work on the Mac environment. And another disadvantages here, the person should know the scripting languages, JavaScript or VB script. With the scripting languages only, it is going to be working. But in Selenium, the person who having the knowledge on any languages, any programming language, basic programming language, I'm not saying that advanced, any basic programming language, if he having the knowledge, he can able to work on this Selenium tool. That's why it is an open source web based testing tool, and cross browser testing also. So cross browser also it is going to be supporting, and it is a faster compared to the other automation tools. Selenium is a faster tool which we are going to be using using for the testing purpose. So that is the one of the advantages in the testing purposes. Free to use, one is the first thing, which support the multiple browsers, and it supports the multiple languages, which is a cross browser testing, and integrated with other tools also. We can integrate whenever we are working with the Selenium tool, we can integrate with the testng, JUnit, and we can having a plugins like Maven, Jenkins, Docker applications. We can have the browser stack, source labs to run our automation scripts in the cloud based applications. And more advantages, cross browser parallel execution, cross browser testing, multiple testing frameworks it is going to be supporting, more extendable and documentation scalability we having, flexibility we having in designing. And another advantages here is it is going to support the headless browser also. So headless browser means what? Means here here it allows us to run our application without opening in the browser. Suppose if I want to run any applications, I have to open browsers. I am clicking on this one, so I am able to see see it. So if I want to run it in the back end, which I so that I'm not able to see it, so I can do other works also. So that flexibility we having uh, with the Selenium. And so I can say that it is the most leading automations tool nowadays. Now, not from nowadays, from the 2008 onwards, it is the most popular tool which most of companies are going to be using for the automation purpose. So people having the basic knowledge of any object oriented programming, they can easily learn, and they can and work on the Selenium automations tool. So what is mean by object oriented programming? Java is an object oriented programming. We can say that C is a object oriented programming. So what is mean by object oriented programming? So one object is going to be manipulated or going to be work in a different way. Suppose, for example, take my name only. So as a Sarita, I'm going to be working as an employee in XYZ company. I'm working as a housewife. I'm working as a trainer. I'm taking care of my kids. So as a take care. So one person. So whenever I'm taking classes, I will work as a trainer. Whenever I'm working for my company, I'm going to be working as an employee in that company. Whenever I'm taking care of my family, I'm working as a housewife. Whenever I'm taking care of my kids, I'm working as a take care. So why we have to do this one? First question. So I create a number of objects, so that I'm going on creating a number of objects. So this is my memory. In my memory, I'm going on creating the objects. So for example, for employee, I have to create one object. I have to create for a housewife. I have to create one object. For a trainer, I have to create another object. For take care, I have to create another object. So what happening? The memory is going to be filled with a lot of objects only. So whenever there is a filling of lot of objects in the memory, what happening here, there will be, suppose for example, there is a big queue, there is a lot of people in the queue. So what happen, you will get the ticket very late. So if the numbers are less, you will get the ticket faster. So similarly here also, whenever there is a n number of objects is created in the memory, it is getting the problem. So to avoid this problem, what we can do, what we are going to be using, we are going to be a object called as a so for all this requirement, I will create a object name as a Sarita. So this Sarita object is going to be, so I will create an object in the memory called as a Sarita. So as an object I have created. Whenever I'm working for my organization, I will work as an employee. And whenever I'm working for my family, I'm going to be working. So the object is going to be changed as per its requirement. I can say in a simple words, the object is going to be manipulated or changing as per its requirement. So comparing to the other automations tools, the Selenium is the most trending tools where we are getting lot of jobs compared to the other automations tools. If you having the knowledge on Selenium, you can get the jobs more compared to other automations tools. So Selenium is going to be supporting different programming language like Java, Ruby, Perl, PHP, Python, C Sharp, different tools it is going to be supporting. So I have told you we having the four components. So first component, Selenium IDE. So what is mean by Selenium IDE? Selenium Integrated Development Environment, which this tool is going to be used like record and play. So general like our tape record. In tape record, we will record our favorite songs whenever we want. We can listen that songs. So similarly here also, whatever the test cases I want to do, that test cases I am going to be recording. So I can record multiple browsers, and I can uh, run whenever I require. So it is an which is accountable for the user action. So it is going to be used um, for the recording purposes. So mostly it is going to used for record and play purposes. So mostly we are not going to be using this tool nowadays. So it is just, I can say that this tool is a helping and which allows the user to record and edit and play back. So how to record this one? First thing, I can open any browser. So on this browser, I want to download this one. You can go to this official site. You can, I want to download for my Chrome. I can click here. So I have already downloaded. So first I will remove it. Later I will add again. So I want to add to Chrome, add as an extension. So I'm going to be adding it as an extension. So it will not take more than 2 minutes, 2 seconds. So if you see here, I'm having a Selenium ID as an extension. So I'm going to be clicking on this one. I'm going to record a new test case for my project. So my project name, first I am going to recording Google search. Google search Selenium. I'm going to recording. So click on OK. So if I want to record, where I have to record? So I want to record HTTP colon. So I'm having here. So I'm going to starting the recording. So here I have opened the browser. I am going to searching the Selenium. Click on enter. So once it was enter, I'm going to be clicking on this one. So the recording has been completed. So I can, afterwards I want to close this browser. So I have closed this browser. Here there is a record button. You can stop this record button. If you want to search it, Google Selenium search. I'm writing as a Selenium search. So save it. I'm making it as a, so I want to play this one. So just I will play this one. So it is opening. It is typing Selenium. Afterwards it is clicking enter. So if there is any problem, we can check it. So it is taking time. You can see it in here. It is taking time to click on enter. So this one, we having some issue. Let's see whether it will do it or not. If it is not doing, what, see here, there is a problem. What is that error? Fail. Keep the extension moving in the backend forward in the cache. So I can, if I want to remove this one, I can delete this one. Hmm. This one, if I want to edit also, I can edit it. Presently I have removed that one. Let's see. I have typed it and it has closed. So you can see it is successfully completed. Successfully completed, you can play and record. So it is a, I'm saying that it is an ad, main advantage, it is an helping hand for us. So how it is going to be helping hand? It is a user friendly uh, eh, of- which is going to be supporting us. uh, so here, if you click on here, so I'm not familiar with my programming language. So if I want to execute as a test case, I can execute it. Just to If you want to save this one, you can save this one. You can run with the CI. If you want to run with the integrational, you can run it. Here you having the logs. Here you having the logs. You can see that's log. Just to give me here, which it is going to be converted into this. So which is a helping hand, which is we can convert it into the other programming language. If you having other browsers like Edge browser, you can able to install it and you can execute this one. So I will download here Selenium IDE for Edge. Okay, it is. Sorry, I have installed the Chrome browser, Firefox browser only. It is not there. So it is installing my Firefox browser also. I'm going to installing this one. So we can install and we can work on the Selenium IDE tool. So which is going to be uh, executing our script as per. If you want to record any new script, you can start the record button and you can Selenium web driver. I want to check it. So I want to, after this one, I want to click on search one. Then I want to click on this one and I want to close this one. If you stop recording, you can play this one. So I have edited in this one. So you can have a new one. So new test case, if you having, you can use it. Just a minute, I will close this one and I will open the new one. If you want to open the existing one, you can open that one, but I am creating a new one. I want to open this Selenium HQ Google browser. So I'm going to be starting the recording. So Selenium web driver I'm going to using. I'm clicking on this search button. Afterwards I'm clicking on this web driver. So whatever the actions you want to be performed, you can perform it. So afterwards I'm going to be closing this one. So this one, whatever actions I have created, I'm going to search here. I'm going to be saving this one. Now I got these three dots. Okay, I can execute single test cases. I can execute a group of test cases. So my test case has been passed. So if you see here, I have told you it is an helping hand. So you can export this one into the Java code. If you are familiar with the C sharp, you can export into the C sharp code. If you are familiar with the Python, you can extend with the Python code. Whatever the code you want to do, you can extend in that format only. So I'm familiar with the Java, so I'm going to be exporting this one into the Java. So I will save this one on my desktop. I'm going to be Selenium test. I have saved this one. If I open this one, if you see here, what happened, it is converted into the Java program. So whatever the things we need to import, everything we got it, it was converted into the programming language. So every programming language consisting of class and class name. So here our we having a public class Selenium one as a class name. So we are working with the Selenium WebDriver. So it having a WebDriver, it has created the object. It has opened with the which browsers have opened. I have opened with the Chrome browser. It was opened with the Chrome browser. What is my test method? Get URL. So I have passed this URL. Then I have maximized my window. So here I have here it has given the object element locators, and here we have typed it as a Selenium WebDriver, then have clicked on Google search button, then have closed this one. So whatever the actions I have performed, every actions is converted into the programming languages. So this is the one of the advantages when you are new to the Selenium. So you don't know how to select the objects. So what if you see here, it is having a element locators. See here by name, here we having by name, here we name by ID. So what is this one? So every web element having the address. So if if you want to reach me, you should know my address, then only you are able to reach me. Similarly here also, if we want to perform any actions on any web element, we need that web element address, then only we can able to perform actions on that web element. So here we having the different types of address locators. I can give my phone number, or I can give a my map, road map. I can give my current location map. I can give, I can tell my street name. So we having different features. So here also, to identify the web elements, we having different locators. We are going to be calling it as a locators. So we having the different locators like ID, name, class, CS selector, XPaths we having. Where we can able to see that one means here, if you see, if I want to, here I have taken it as an ID, but I don't want to take it as an ID, I want to take it as a name. So I will start running it. So if I have changed it to the name, but there is a no issue, it is running correctly without any failure. So this is the command which I am going to be command. What type of commands we having here? If you see here, we having different commands like selecting the window, open, type. So we having, if you see with me, so we having type, store text, store title, wait for the element. So these all are the predefined methods, I can say that. So methods or commands which we are going to be using for our different types of actions. And target is nothing but it is a locators. You can see different types of locators. You can select, if you want to select the locators, you can select any type of locators. You can select the locator as a name, or you can select the locators by name. You can select it by CSS selector, you can select it by XPath, you can select it. In XPath also we having two types of XPath, absolute XPath, relative XPath we having. So you can choose any type of XPath here. And the another advantage is here we can convert our code into any programming languages. Suppose if I want to convert it into the C sharp, I can convert with the C sharp with n unit. I can export this one. I want to open with the notepad. See here, it was converted into the simple C# programming languages. See here also it has given, so I have changed it by name, so it has given with the name only. So in Java it has converted into the C#. Whatever the language you want to be converted, it is going to be converted into that language only. So it was converted into the Java programming languages. Now I have converted into the C# programming language. So in which languages you are familiar, you can convert it and you can use it. So here value is nothing but whatever the value, if I want to pass it. If I want to pass it as a Selenium web, I want to pass it as a Selenium IDE here. So I can change this one and I can run this one. So it has clicked, it has been successfully clicked. So you can create n number of test cases. Suppose you having n number of test cases, you can add another new test case as a Selenium 2. So you can start recording here. I want to record here Selenium IDE. I want to record it. So I'm clicking on this one. So here I want to scroll down. I want to click on this one. Oh, here I have to click on it. Yeah, it having some waiting issue. So we will wait for some time. If not, I will close. I will not close this one. I can stop this one also. If you want to stop it, you can stop this recording. It will stop it here. If you want to make any, after sometimes if you want to make anything, you can edit this one. So till here only have recorded. If you want to edit it, you can start again from where you want to start it. You can start it. If you want to run both, you can use both. First one Selenium ID, it has run. Next one uh, what is Selenium ID. So both has been run. So you can run parallelly all your test cases. So if you have written n number of test cases, so you can run it n number of test cases. So what is the advantages of this Selenium ID? So what is the advantages of this Selenium IDE is, first thing, no code. So just what you are doing, record and play. Record and play. So we are just recording and playing this one. So easy to use. Why? Because it is also any lay person also can easily able to, if you know the functionality of the applications, you can able to execute it quickly. Set up. So set up also for installations also, there is no need any setup. So just if you having the internet, you can open that browser, you can add a extension to the that browsers, and you can install it and you can start testing it, and it is a easy learn. So we don't have any limitations for it. So what is the disadvantages of Selenium IDE? So we have seen that we having no code. There is a no code in this one, and we it is easy to learn it, and it is just a record and play, so that we there is no disadvantage. Or one more advantage is what we having, whatever we have recorded, we can easily going to be converted into any programming language. language. So without having any programming knowledge also, they can able to work on this one. This one. So what is the disadvantages? So if I have written n number of test cases, for example, I will record another one. Hmm, just give me 1 minute. So I will start recording. Will copy one. Lengthy process of test cases, it will fail. So time issues will be there. Let me check. I have to click on edit. I have to click on cancel. I want to close this one. I will stop this one. I will start executing this one. It is already login. So what happening here? It is not logged out. So actually I have to log out, then only we can start. See here. It has failed. 1 minute. I have logged out in the middle. So wherever I have stopped it, it is opening from there only. If you see here, I have logged out, it was entered. So it is failed, keeping the track in the extension, it is moving backward and forward in the cache. So this channel may be closed. Sometimes what happening, it is going to be failing in the lengthy process. So this is one of the disadvantages where we can not able to support. And physical functionalities can be covered, but further long going functionalities we can't able to cover. Here it is not suitable for the longer project. Limitation for the error handling, so less error handling is going to be happened here. We can add the assertions, but less it is going to be handled. So that is also one of the disadvantages where we are uh, facing. The another one, manual maintenance is needed. Suppose here it has failed, means I have to check. So why it was failed here? Why it was failed here? So I have to check it. I have to edit it, and again. So that is also problem. And so Selenium ID is not going to be support for the mobile based application testing. So Selenium WebDriver is going to be support, but it is not going to be support for this test type of testing. Okay, this is all about the Selenium ID. We go back to this PPT. So next one is the Selenium RC. So Selenium RC is a remote control which is server is launched in the browser. So we are going to be launching a server in the browser. So it act as a API libraries in the Selenium. So we need to configure. So why we have removed this one means this one is, so basically we having the application, we having the browser. So between this one there is a one mediator, RC remote control server will be there. So whenever I'm sending any request, it will send a request to this. From the application I'm sending request to uh, the RC. So what the RC will do? The RC will check to whom to send this request. Suppose it want to send to the Edge browser. So it will send the request to the Edge browser. It will check and it will send the request. Suppose I'm sending the request to the Edge browser. The Edge browser is serving the another request. So what happening? It will put on hold. If we have sent it to the Chrome browser, it will send it. So here main problem with the RC is there is a time delay is more. It has to check this we have. So in generally I want to communicate with you, but you don't know. So basically what we will do, I will suppose I'm a Telugu guy, you know English. So what I will do, I will put a one mediator. So whatever I want to tell, I will tell to that mediator. The mediator will um, convert and he will send to you. Again, what you have told, he will convert to my languages. So here what happening, there will be a time delay will be more compared to direct interaction. If we having a mediator, there will be a problem of time delay. So this due to this one, they have removed the RC. So mostly nowadays we are going to be using the Selenium WebDriver. So what is the Selenium WebDriver here? The main advantages of Selenium WebDriver, it is a web automation framework that allows us to execute our test against the different browser and different platform. So Selenium WebDriver is a powerful automation tool which is more flexible and controlled to support different types of scenarios. What type of scenarios it is going to be covered here means main scenario here, it is going to directly interact with the browser. That is the one of the main advantages with the Selenium WebDriver. So Selenium WebDriver is faster than RC. So WebDriver is a collection of specific language binder. So it having a specific language uh, binder, so that it is going to flexible to work with the Selenium tool. And so it is a part of Selenium ID. So here we having Selenium WebDriver. So Selenium WebDriver having a language binder. So this what this language binder will do means, this language binder, whatever the instructions I am sending, this instruction is going to be sended uh, directly to the language binder. The language binder send these instructions to the WebDriver. The WebDriver will send in which browser we want to execute. So we having a Selenium architecture. So in the Selenium architecture, which is designed to communicate between the Selenium scripts and the browser. So I'm going to be writing the scripts in any programming language. Suppose I'm going to be writing the scripts in the Java programming language. So whatever the Java programming language instructions have sent it, it will be directly interact by the Selenium WebDrivers. The Selenium WebDriver send these uh, instructions to the particular browser. Suppose if I want to execute with the Chrome browser, it is going to be executed with the Chrome browser. Okay. So next component is the Selenium grid. So Selenium grid is a mm, Selenium grid is a component of Selenium 2, which is mostly used to launch the different browser. Suppose if, for example, I'm having a 10 browsers. So in 10 browsers, I want to execute it. For example, I'm having 10 test cases. So 10 test cases, each test cases is taking 2 minutes of time. Uh, to execute all my 10 test cases, it will take around 20 minutes of time. So I don't want to waste the 20 minutes of time. So what I can do, I'm having 10 browsers. So what I will do means I will run all these my 10 test cases in the 10 browsers, 10 browsers, so that within the 2 minutes of time I can able to run my total applications. We can run our scripts in on different browsers parallelly. So that is the one of the advantages which we are going to be using. So mostly Selenium grid is going to be used at the say that where Selenium WebDriver is going to be used at the beginning of the project. So Selenium grid is a tool that allows us to run in a multiple test across different browsers, different operating system also we can able to run. So how we are going to be run in the different browsers and um, different operating system is which allows us a hub node architecture. So which is called as a hub node architecture. So with the help of this where we having central uh, all my scripts having in one machine, that machine is going to be called as a hub. So hub controls the execution of a test cases on various machines. So various machines is going to be called as a nodes. So this all are the nodes. So main advantages, it is going to be executing the parallelly. So parallelly means we are going to be saving the time, and it is going to be supporting the cross browser. Suppose I want to run it in the one in the mobile, and I want to run in one in IE browser, one script in Mac browser. I want to run in Windows environment as well as different browsers also I need to run. So which is going to be different browser, which is going to be running in the different browsers. So what is hub and what is node? So hub which make us to manage and monitoring all the scripts. So all my scripts are here, so that once it was executed I can see the report here, once it was executed I can see the report here, once it executed I can see the report here. So node is nothing but a machine which we are going to be executing it, which allows us to test to execute on machines. It may be a cloud based applications or it may be a physical application. So disadvantages is a complex setup, maintenance is needed. So on which machine I have to run which script we have to maintain it. And another disadvantage, continuous monitoring and maintenance is needed. So we should have the connection between the node and hub. We have to establish that one high resource or complications we having uh, network issues. If we having any network issues, so I have run my all I have put in 10 machines, due to some load it has not run. So if that type of problems where we are uh, facing it or not, we have to check. These are some problems we having this one. So selling, I can say that most of companies are not using Selenium grid as of now. They are integrating with the other cloud applications like Jenkins, Source Lab, and other automation integrations tools, Azure, Jenkins, GitHub. They are going to be using. So this is about the components of Selenium. So we having the four components of the Selenium. One is the Selenium ID, which is a record and play. Another one is the RC. I can say that RC has been removed from the 2004. So you can say that from now onwards we having the three components. So what are the three components we having? Selenium WebDriver, which is most popular tool, which is going to use. It is going it if you want to create a robust cross browser regression test. So regression test cases, if you want to run the regression test cases, you can use this um, this tool Selenium WebDriver so automate suit and the test and scalable to distribute the script across the different environment. Selenium ID is a create a quick bug reproduction script which is a record and play. uh, this one Selenium Grid is a scalable which you can run on several machines and manage multiple environment. So where we having one hub, that hub is going to be all its data. Once it is connected to different nodes, you can run all the data and you can store the data in the hub. Nothing but a storage unit, you can say that. Selenium WebDriver is going to here. If you see, Selenium WebDriver is a first tool which is a popular. This we are going to be using later. If you want, development partners, so we can run with the source lab whatever the test case. If you want, you can integrate with the source lab and you can run the test cases here. Okay, this is all about the Selenium Selenium. So tomorrow we can work with the Selenium WebDriver. So what is the Selenium WebDriver? Before learning the Selenium WebDriver, what are the tools we need to learn it? We will see in the next class. Thank you.